Hi everybody, it's time for another J9’s Patio Chat check-in. If I don't do my patio chats on Friday right after work, I usually don't end up doing them until late, because as you know, a lot of Fridays I head to Paul and Anita's. That's been our usual thing that we did during lockdown, and we've just continued that. Tonight was the last of the Tidal Bay tastings that we had been taking part in, and I will send a link to that. I may not do it tonight, I'll probably do it another time, because I do want to get the patio chat up. Busy day tomorrow, and you'll see, I'll decide how much I'm going to share. I've got some stuff going on, but anyway, I want to get this in the books before midnight. I will say this, I just checked in, and the Islanders Tampa Bay game, Tampa Bay has scored, but I think they're in the third period, so lots can happen at this point. So it's game 7. We'll see what happens. I'll talk about the Habs obviously in a minute. Let's do our birthdays. I missed 2 birthdays yesterday. It was Eva Can's birthday, and that's my friend Sharon's mom, Sharon and Allie's mom. She's a sweetie. Eva stayed here one time with Sharon during Mother's Day, and they had Avery with them. And I remember because I made them Mother's Day cards. So Eva, I hope you had a wonderful birthday yesterday. It was also Lori's birthday, and Lori is my friend Robin's sister, and I hope she had a wonderful birthday as well. So today, it is Emma's birthday, and she's 7 years old. And I apologize because I've got a few young birthdays, so I know these little sweeties aren't going to see their birthday shout-outs until tomorrow. But Emma is 7 years old, and that is my friend Glenda Taylor's daughter. Glenda and I went to York together, so I hope that Emma had a wonderful birthday. It's Dwayne's birthday, and he is Michelle's husband. And Michelle and I went to high school together, so I hope Dwayne had a great birthday. It's Tessa's birthday. I didn't write down how old Tessa was. I'm sorry, Tammy, but I know Tessa is Tammy's niece, Tammy George's niece. So Tessa, I hope you had a wonderful birthday. And it's Elizabeth's birthday. Liz and I met her through my friend Tanya. So I hope you're having a wonderful birthday. You probably still are celebrating your birthday because you are out west. So you've got a few hours yet that you can celebrate. So I did a special patio chat last night that you all may or may not have seen. I did it quite late, and I don't think a lot of people watched it. But I was so excited about the Habs winning. So we're going to the Stanley Cup Finals. The first game is Monday, and we will either be playing the Islanders or Tampa Bay. The game is going on now, game 7. So we'll see what happens. I was so excited. It went to overtime. I was so nervous. I honestly had a really good feeling at the beginning of the game, and then I just got really nervous when it got tied. And when we went to overtime, I just thought, oh my God, are we gonna go to game 7? Like, what's gonna happen? So what a wonderful night for Montreal. They played really well, and I'm really proud of the team. I think they've been doing really well. I know a lot of times, and I'll say it again, people say that Carey Price carries a team. He's an amazing goalie. There is no doubt. Absolutely fabulous. But I don't think that's true that he's carried the team. Not in the playoffs. They played horribly during the season, but I think in these playoffs they've done really well. And I'm just really excited. So whatever happens from here, I mean, obviously, if they could win the Stanley Cup like 1993, I will lose my mind. Anyway, so after work tonight, I went to Paul and Anita's, and we did a little bit of we did a Tidal Bay tasting, and their friends Karen and Wayne came over, so that was lovely, and they actually walked me home, which was lovely. So we had a nice night together of having some wine and some snacks, and it's just really great. So we'll hang out with Paul and Anita for Friday nights a lot, I'm sure, but next weekend I will be in Cape Breton. So that's that. So for the rest of the weekend, I hope to see some friends. I decided not to volunteer this weekend, and I'm not volunteering next weekend either, so I'm feeling a little bit of guilt because I've been trying to volunteer most weekends, but you know what? I just decided to give myself a weekend off. So I did. No big plans for tomorrow yet. I'm going to the gym on Sunday. Again, I've got some fun things going on that I may or may not talk about. I'll keep you in suspense. But as you know, I've committed to talking about something about Indigenous History Month and about Indigenous people and communities every day, and for Indigenous History Month. And I'm not saying I'll necessarily stop all of a sudden, but it is something I committed to doing for the month of June. What I wanted to share today is something I've already shared on my Facebook earlier today. It's called Settlers Take Action, the On Canada Project. It's non-Indigenous folk who live in Canada. Non-Indigenous folk who live in Canada benefit from the colonialism that happened here. That means we are all responsible for our personal role in reconciliation. So we know about the remains that have been found, starting with the 215 Indigenous children in BC. Recently, just yesterday, heard about the unmarked graves in Saskatchewan. It's not just a historical issue, it is a current issue. For all of us in Canada, this moment should be one of national mourning. So our government has a responsibility to do better, but so do we. We can't just mourn, we need to do more, individually as settlers and collectively as a settler nation. We all have a part to play in truth and reconciliation, and since our government isn't stepping up, then we, the people, must. And there are a number of resources here. It talks about things I've already shared with you about learning about where you're from, about land acknowledgements, about the area that you're in, nativeland.ca, to find out who owns the lands that we're on, the truth and reconciliation calls to action. And they talk quite a bit in here about Canada Day. So Canada Day is July 1st, as you all know, coming up. And people are very conflicted, I certainly am, about Canada Day. I'm from Canada, and that's not going to change. And I think there's many good things about our country, but I certainly don't feel like celebrating, and I won't be. But we all have to find ways that we can do other things next Thursday. And so they have some suggestions here of things that you can do to amplify Indigenous voices. And they talk in general about amplifying Indigenous voices on social media, supporting causes and bills that you care about, sharing those, trying to create momentum. So I will share that with you so you can check it out. And it's certainly, I just saw it today, so I haven't read through everything. I've read through some of it, but I haven't read through all of it. So I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna check in with the rest of the game, and I will check in with you tomorrow. So take good care of yourselves, take good care of others. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.